Hello, and welcome back to the Super Metroid Randomizer Tournament 2025. We've got a race here between CountCranberry and Fringo Fox. I am Idle, and I am joined by Scupula.
Good evening to you. And yeah, we were talking a little bit in pregame. These two runners are, maybe not the closest match ever, but with the nature of Rando, this specific Rando, and knowing what we know about the runners, I think we're going to have a good one. Really.
Yeah, I agree. I think this could go either way. I could break down how this group is set up. So this is a double round robin, so it's broken up into 8 groups. So this is the 8th group or H group. We've got Glove leading the way with 4 wins. She's practically guaranteed to move on to the bracket stage. And then I think if Fringo wins at least one of these races, then Glove is guaranteed. And if Fringo wins both, then he would also get to 4 wins. He would also be moving on. And there's only 2 people that can move on from each group. So Count has to win at least one of these races to have an opportunity to move forward. And as you said, it's an area randomizer. So I think that adds a lot of variety. There's often some route divergence, and a lot of different things can happen.
Yep, and we are in fact playing them both here, as is pretty easy to do here when these games don't take as long as some others. So Count will have 2 opportunities to do just that, and Fringo will have to put a stop to that.
Looks like we are underway. I can't tell if it's just my setup or if it's... Oh, there the auto sounds a little louder now. Okay. It seems a little bit quiet to me, but it's a little louder now. Okay. All right, so standard stuff here. We got to go. It is a major minor, so we got to go down, get our morph ball, which can be one of 2 locations. The other major will... Well, half the time it's an E-Tank, half the time it's something that's not that useful, and occasionally it's actually something good. We'll see. It is just an E-Tank. That can be nice. If we do get power bombs, then it's easier to go left. I imagine both these runners will go left with that E-Tank, if we can find a power bomb here. All right, let's see what else we got. We got supers. It's always nice to find those early. You don't have to worry about one person skipping and the other person benefiting.
Yeah, and I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and do the... Don't worry about the timers here, at least for this first race, because somebody, I don't think, started theirs right. But that's superficial.
Oh, is that the deal that they're off a little bit because of that? I'm not sure.
That's
what they said in the race room.
Oh, I didn't catch that, but yeah.
Well, it usually doesn't come down to like 10 seconds in these randomizer races, but I guess if it does,
now.
we'll have to rely on the race time result. Okay, so double super. So the only direction we can go, there's only one portal we can go to, but there's also that major item behind Bomb Chorizo, so that is where the runners will be headed. It's somewhat likely that that'll be some sort of bombable item, whether it's screw attack, speed, something to get past the bomb blocks to allow the runners to have a few more options. But occasionally you do get those seats where you literally just have one direction you can go.
Okay, so just supers. We're going to get something here, I guess, to break a block with, who would think. Yep, that'd be one of them.
Oh. We get to fight BT now.
Yep.
It's a pretty quick fight with supers, though. Can be a little bit awkward to only have supers. You can start mismenuing and stuff. But I imagine we'll have a missile pack before too long. It's a 3-2-1 ammo distribution. And usually, I mean, that would mean every other miner's a missile on average, so we're gonna be getting missiles pretty soon. I expect both runners will go left. They can't even check both portals to the right. And there's a major item right here. It can't be a suit, but it's just more E.
See, that's another thing I wasn't sure of is restrictions and criteria or whatever, but
yeah, but it's a standard deal, no suits and criteria. Although it could be like a required, like that gauntlet item would be in Logic right now, and it could be their 30 tank, and they might need that to go somewhere potentially.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like, then there'd be me who'd live dangerously and go up there with just the bombs and a tank. But,
it's so slow though. But who knows? That could be their first power bomb. It could end up being important. Oh, 2 bad portals here.
Yeah, so we're going back anyway. It's just a matter of, maybe we don't care about the miners, but we might go at least as far in to check whatever's up there at the statue. I don't know.
I don't think I called out our tracker, Nubian God. Thank you for tracking. I am seriously not very good at both tracking and commentary, so I certainly appreciate the help there.
Do you lose speed in a one-tile corridor there if you sit on the bomb? I didn't mean to ask somebody that.
You sit on the bomb.
Like if you pop up there, see how Fringo is moving away from the bomb before it goes off. If you have a ceiling over your head, you go up.
Oh, just trying to have some momentum once
get the timing down. Yeah, I did see the IBJ practice waiting on BT. That's something I do like to see whenever you have time to acclimate on something. It's a good thing to use. So, yeah, could be that.
Count choosing to skip 230. I would have checked that. You are looking for your first power bombs, but it was just a missile pack, which Count will not need.
Yeah, if he never goes back, it's good, I guess.
Count may be figuring, maybe he could be going right here, or he could be making the scout play. This is not free. Fringo did save, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, It's not too bad if you practice this with bombs, but especially with 2 tanks, but it's still just one slip up and you can lose the whole tank or more really, really quickly. So definitely
it's like a point of frame, something like that, without a suit.
Yeah, it's a ton of damage, and those yapping maws will drag you into the acid too. I'd say this portal's any good. No, this portal's bad too.
Yeah, well.
How does Count always draw these seeds? Three portals and 3 back of boss areas.
The cool part is, if I'm not too terrifically mistaken, I think a high jump's enough to get in and out of that portal that Fringo just found, right? Or not Fringo,
yeah, I do believe that is true. I think the high jump lets the runners get through wreck ship, which is kind of miserable, but it might be what they have to do.
So that's good there. You get caught with the lava coming up, you just gotta tread some water there, as Fringo did. Good job with that, not to hit the ceiling either.
Yeah, I don't like having to do the wall jumps there. Oh, double super, which is nice, but also kind of not what we wanted. Now Count's going to do this check. I wonder if he'll continue on to Old Mother Brain, knowing that power bombs are needed, or something like the high jump boots. It's interesting, but this is reminding me a little bit of our second race, where we were kind of looking everywhere for power bombs, and the answer was just top of Green Britain has power bombs or something. It was there was no need to do all these extra checks, but now in this seed, it's absolutely needed.
Yeah, the first pack always gets me, and then when I get that, my thing is, well, I just want 2, then I'm good, usually.
All right, Count is going down here. Let's check this Old Mother Brain location. Fringo does not yet have the knowledge that power bombs are needed. Although, actually, you pointed out with high jump boots, maybe they're not needed.
Yeah, and seeing as this isn't it either, because if this was, I'm seeing Cranberry go down for meme route, but it's, yeah, I just know, I guess we're not keeping either of those.
It's a good call. You're going to find more missiles later. It's going to take a long time to come back up. There's a small chance that you run into like an early Fantoon that you might want those missiles, but Count knows he needs to go this way. He just doesn't know why yet.
Yeah, it's not going to be entirely appetizing like Forgotten Highway, as you know from yesterday. That's something I was just like, I'll do it later.
Ooh, Fringo did take the save, so didn't have the knowledge that Old Mother Brain wasn't. He's going to Old Mother Brain then.
Where did he just reset from?
He just saw the back of Wreck Ship.
Oh.
And that's understandable. It's a pretty long trek. If you're thinking, wait, the answer might be just moat or bottom materia. I mean, if you were to find power bombs here, you'd probably just do that bottom materia portal.
Yeah, so it's not even just me. It's just a long road, you know. Even if it's not connected to East Meridia, like in a vanilla map.
And back to the save, and this time we will be traversing the back of Wreck Ship, which
that's all we got.
is our progression. Yep. I guess no, I don't. East Meridia is not in logic, even if it is traversable. That's not a logical play.
Yeah. See, you can get down, but you would have to get. How does that go? You used to have to get power bombs to get out, but not from the top. But they're not going to the top. Not with this. So yeah.
I think you can. Yeah, that's true. That could be a logic. That could be a soft lock too. Like going that. Yeah, this is. You got it. You should practice this to kind of time when these bombs should be laid. See how Count didn't lay those bombs like at the ideal times. So then.
Yeah, I actually messed this up the first time. I didn't have power bombs in this tournament, and I guess I never really figured it out. I just did it differently, and it's worked so far. So. Yeah, it's gonna.
If you kind of do like exactly what's fastest, it doesn't work, and if you like delay your first bomb just a little bit, then it worked out. Something like that. This can be pretty tricky because if you, when you jump, if you're still holding jump when you morph, Samus will just continue flying into the air, and you know those spikes are 60 damage with no suits.
Yeah,
3 spike hits and you're dead.
Like that.
There's one.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, those are fake spikes with 3 energy. Let's hope he can make it through here. That bug, I think, could kill him.
Yeah, like you can get a 20 off of that just to get out of the nervous territory.
I mean, Count's not even safe yet, but at least he's going to know this is that the answer is back of Wreck Ship.
Yeah.
Well, Fringo has found some missiles, and we could do the boss. We're going to save first, surely.
Yeah, I'm hoping there's at least a little bit of relenting going on here, and this is great. I mean, Fantoon be okay, I guess. I think Count is trying to work things out here.
I think he's trying to get some energy.
Oh, well, yeah, that too.
Which I think makes sense, because now with 40 energy, he's got enough to get back to the ship, take your save. You don't have to do Get Gauntlet ever again. Well, until possibly the next seat an hour from now or whatever. But In your mind, it's never again.
These
Wow,
stuff starts.
Fringo, what do we got?
Uh,
Did you catch it?
no, but
It's a very fast reset. It's probably Ridley.
it's when if the doors go to the other direction, which is I think all he saw there, and that's how you know you're done because it's either Dragon or Ridley.
Yeah, Ridley has kind of it's like a little bit of a graphical glitch. Sometimes it'll show up. You kind of know it's Ridley. I didn't see if the door was gray.
I mean, unless you, yeah.
I'm going to assume it was Ridley.
Yeah, maybe it's something I missed because I think between the two of those, you'd want to know which one it was for later considerations.
It was not Fantoon or Crate. That's all we really know for sure. And this is a good idea if I Fringo to check this item. We don't want to leave any miners behind at this point. This is not. Where's Count going? Oh wait, okay. I just for some reason I thought he was in Parlor. It looked like Parlor for a second. Okay, Count's got back there.
So on we go. Come on, Seed Green Bryn, please. Let's go.
Yeah, let's have something nice here. Let's not have like Upper Norfair or something. Green Bryn, Red Bryn will work.
Yeah, doors are good. They're okay.
I mean, yeah. For this is but we only have. Well, I guess it's required. Could this be? You got to check the kit miners here. That could be your first power bomb. Could be alpha power bombs.
There's 3 here. You can only get 1. We'll check this just because we're going past it. And we're out of there.
Yeah, we got to check that kit location. Well, that could be with 2 tanks. That could be where they have to go. Or this could be power bombs, and what? You have to turn all the way around? Oh my gosh.
Well,
either way, this. Oh wait, no, power bombs to let them progress through Red Bryn, so that'd be okay.
Yeah, and it's not.
Wow. What is this? I don't know how Count gets these seeds. I swear, every tournament Count joins, there's at least one of these.
Yeah, this is how I was feeling trying to get ready for all this.
This is a difficult hell run. I think it's one tank is not enough to put in logic. I think it has to be 2 tanks to put this one in logic. But there is literally nothing else to do.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
runners will know that. All right, let's see Fringo's first attempt here.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the powerbomb lock on the door. So yeah, I'd be over this by now.
Oof, I think we're gonna possibly need to go back. Yeah, okay, that's fine. The one nice thing about this, if this had been connected directly to Wreck Ship, which also would have been in logic, that would have just been pain because there's nowhere to farm in Wreck Ship. But in this situation, you've got those CACs, which will drop full healths whenever you're full on supers. You've got to save very close to the portal. So this is actually nicer than if you were coming from Kateria. It's just taken us a while to get here.
Yeah, this will be another instance of having to just slow yourself down for a couple fractions of a second to avoid taking actual hits, really. Like that.
That's true. Yeah, smart move there by Fringo to just super that.
Yep.
Whatever that enemy is, lava enemy. You can actually kill him with supers. And I don't agree with skipping that farm though. You really don't want to be here with low health like this. I think you should step into that farm room.
Sometimes you get lucky with the waivers if you can make it to them.
Yeah, at least he can kill these schemers. I guess the fact that he's at full health or full ammo just about helps. Did Count take the save and then not check the boss?
I unfortunately was looking Norfair for most of that.
I don't mind that play. You're probably thinking, I don't want to fight this boss. I mean, it could be great, but maybe you'd rather go here.
Just a second there to make sure that there was in fact nothing better to be doing.
86 health, a little tight, but should be okay. Alright, didn't even need to pause. This traversal of speed, though, I think this is a one-way trip, unless it's an E-Tank or Varia.
Yeah,
I'm not. I think you need 3 tanks for this.
I will admit that I don't know how the fill goes on those, because what I'm used to playing it has you have to get out rule before you can get in. I'm guessing this does not.
With Speed Booster, you could do this with 2 tanks. I think maybe even 1, but probably 2. Tantalizing first power bomb that's not in logic unless this is an E-Tank, and even then, I'm not sure that this would be a logical play. It's a reserve. Of course it's a reserve.
So, where are we at this point?
Okay, so we can get to Croc, Upper Norfair Croc entrance.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure that it's logical to get to the other exit of Upper Norfair with 2 tanks.
Yeah, I like 4 for that. I'd say 3, sure, fine, but probably not 2.
3 would be in logic, I'm sure, but I don't know about 2. I think you could do it with 2. Oh, yes. Oh. Good heads up play by Fringo to do that pause buffer. He did reset because he didn't get the shot off. If you can kill the... Oh, it is Ridley. Okay. We have that confirmation now. Count just taking the death instead of the...
He has to reach for the button, you know.
Oh, man. Unfortunately for Count, this seed has provided absolutely no opportunities for route divergence. The only thing that might help Count a little bit is Fringo deciding to... I'm not... Oh, he's going back up here to farm. Yeah, that decision not to farm beforehand costing Fringo a little bit of time, so that's going to help Count catch up a little bit. But Count still needs to... Or no, Count did he went to Alpha PBs and then he reset back to his save. So he does have the knowledge. He's just got to get over there. He's probably going to want to take that closer save.
I'm actually sure he made it down here, but I mean, it's just a missile pack, which he'll keep if he gets it. But it's like,
all right, much better situation for Fringo now with this full health save. Can easily make its proc portal, and oh, is he going for... Well, this could be power bomb. This is a... Yeah, great thinking there. That is a logical power bomb. Well, now you could just go back to wreck ship, right? I don't think that's...
yeah,
I would not do that.
That's my first thought. It's like, well, just, you know, we got sent this far. It almost seems bad to go
I don't
back
think you
now.
can keep it.
It's
nice.
Hard.
Nice job even getting to the item, I have to say. I struggle to even see that item if I have like fewer than 4 tanks. Unless I have like really good equipment.
Almost.
I don't know what it would have done him if he'd lived through that though. But at least he has the knowledge that those power bombs are there. I imagine the first thing he's going to do is go get those.
Right. I was stuck on doing something with that in a practice the other day with no movement. I actually think I had 3 tanks, and even then I wasn't thrilled with it, so that was pretty good considering.
Yeah. And it's good to know the speed's there, even though you can't get it. Fringo probably assumes Count's not getting that speed. Count's not even going to check that.
Try it again, though.
Oh, I don't agree with this.
Yeah, if it's perfect, so I think he had to do a little Kago through the whatever that is, I forget. So that cost some health there, but
Count probably doesn't know you can kill those lava enemies with supers. That's something I never even think about doing. So that was a heads up play by Fringo. Count had a little bit of trouble with that room, but that room's just kind of can heck you up. I'm sure Count will get it, but it might take a few tries to do this. But this is I don't agree with Fringo spending more time on that speed, because I guess maybe he's thinking you can get him to Upper Norfair, like the business center side of it, but
Well, that practice I was referring
I'm
to.
surprised he's not thinking about Croc Portal. Croc Portal, with just one tank, you can get the Croc Portal, so it's not like
See, now
probably safe.
he fell in. I think it's actually going to work out for him, because it's going to chase him out. When he falls in early like that. I think he might have wanted to do it again, but the quick dip in the hot stuff, so that might actually be okay.
Count did try to be a little more patient on that attempt, but it's like you said, you got to be patient and not get hit. It's hard to be patient when you're constantly burning health. I go again. Oh, maybe he's trying for the. I guess I don't know why he's refilling here. I feel like he had the same health going in as he had coming out, but I can be mistaken.
The only thought I could think of is you get to reserve, come back and fill it, but then maybe it's like you said, you just can't get back at all.
Yeah, I don't. That's Count. Shoot that lava enemy. You can shoot it. This isn't going to be enough.
I'll be honest, I didn't know that. Again, now I can see it. You can treat it like a moth, but
I was just hoping he'd try it, just out of like desperation. You got 20 supers. You don't really need them. I don't think it would have helped him in that attempt. Yeah, he was patient, just a little bit too patient. It's not an easy hell run, and it's pretty rare that it's like hard required. That there's literally nothing else you can do. Yeah. If you are proficient at farming those things, then it makes the hell run easier. But it's almost better, I think, to just try to get through it.
Well, this practice I was talking about, this was a gravity suit.
Yeah, you cannot take these hits there. Okay, it does farm at least that one.
So I really didn't want to leave that behind. But being speed, yeah, it's nice.
And you almost have to fight your muscle memory a little bit with this. Like Count, you can see him keep going back to his beam. But what you really want to do in this situation is just keep those supers equipped. You would normally never burn 15 supers in that room, but this is the situation where you do that. You don't have any missiles, really. Just keep your supers equipped. Don't worry about how many you're shooting. I mean, you'll be able to farm them back up once you make it to that farm room. Fringo again trying this. Surely he knows he can make it to those portals. Count did get a pretty good farm that time. It's still going to be tight, but he might be able to make this. He's got at least a chance.
Fringo's out with the speed now.
Okay, Count's going to have to do a pause abuse here. Fringo made it. Count, pause! You got to pause! Wow. Fringo made it well with the sprint, with the speed.
Yeah, opening the reserve capsule took 2 shots. Even that I thought was going to spell the end, but made it out. Looks like was probably doing calculating the whole time, and yeah, Super Metroid After Dark right here. Tell you what.
Well, I still think it was a mistake to wait to try that hard for the speed booster, but he is going to be able to. This is not free either, is he? Okay, maybe it is free. I take it back. It's more free than I thought.
Yeah, maybe this is the biggest reason that he wanted it.
Unfortunately, bad. This lava room, this one bad jump, that's it. You gotta reset. That's all it is. It's just, those enemies do way too much damage, and it's definitely painful. All right, so Fringo, this is out of logic currently. Whether that really matters or not, we have all our minor items in logic. There's gravity.
Alright, well, now we can go all the way back to criteria. Sounds fun.
So Fringo is getting pretty heavily rewarded for that play. Kind of making up for all the time that he put into it, because it was quite a few attempts there.
Well, I've been trying to think. It's like, what else can you do if it's not that? And I think all I can come
Well, you
up with
you just gotta go into the portal.
is the croc door. It's
Yep.
the only one. So.
Or maybe the other upper north air exit as well. I think that might be in logic with 2 tanks. And especially with power bombs, I think that would be in logic, because that makes it a little bit easier. Alright, let's see what else we've got.
I was wondering if you could make it in and out of Ice Beam with 2.
You can.
Fringo did not want to try that just yet.
I think he just doesn't have a way to get his health back up right now.
No, yeah, not quickly anyway.
Well, there's top of Green Bryn.
Alright, well, about time.
Alright, well, hopefully Count doesn't spend the whole game of this segment. He just can't afford those hits like that. Like, at least he's trying to farm those guys now, but...
Yeah, pulling
Okay,
80
this is
there.
a little better than he was last time.
He pulled 90 on the way through. That's gonna help him.
Okay,
It's gonna
this
get him
is...
through.
So I was kind of harping on him using the supers, but at least by not using the supers, it did guarantee these farms are all going to be helped. So that might have been part of Count's thinking and not using the supers on some of those later attempts. Well, the good news is that I don't expect Count to hang around Upper North for very long.
Yeah.
Bad news is he might need those power bombs. I'm not sure if, that's an easy thing to forget, is that first item is accessible. And the other bad news is he doesn't have gravity, and I don't think he's getting gravity. Not for a while.
Well, my hope, just to have some hope, is that Croc Portal will go to one of the other 2 in Green Bryn. Maybe.
I mean, there's a decent chance of that. And that would actually lead Count back to Business Center.
I mean, I think we're just about
That's what Count needs. Count needs to have one of these portals. Let's see if Count heads straight to the portal. He's also going to need power bombs to show up. Unless, okay, he is coming this way though.
I guess the other likely thing I could come up with is you find Crate if you Count, you get a various suit from there, and now you're back here.
What could be bad for Count is if he probably won't, but he could decide to go back to Wreck Ship. I don't think he's going to do that. He had so much trouble getting through that portal direction. He's going to be itching to return. But heads up play to check that one minor item before doing anything else. Count going to go ahead and lock that in. Or maybe not.
Well, he's using the high jump to stretch.
I think his runners want to go to the Croc portal.
If it were me, I'm thinking maybe if it's possible, since I found a Varia suit up here enough that he's looking for that, and that way you don't have to leave it here. But
I mean, it's one of those things where, like, even if it's not in logic, it could just still be there, and you're supposed to get it later,
Mm-hmm.
So certainly it could be there. And we know it's not. Unfortunately, we also know that Count will not be able to make this return trip.
Yeah, we'll try it for the same reason, because 14 E-tanks, if it's one of them, okay, cool, fine. But it's a funny colored E-tank.
Count resets it now, or maybe he wants to see just how hopeless it is.
Yeah, I think it's going to set in pretty quick.
Oh, yep, there we go. 5 supers to unlock that power bomb there. Well, Fringo's just finding a whole bunch of tanks. Oh, and charge beam. I was gonna say I'm missing one. He didn't find 5 tanks. Okay. Also found charge beam.
Vanilla charge at X vanilla. That's what I'm to understand.
Charge is nice when you get near the end of the seed. You don't have to account for the ammo, but we still we only have that one beam. We're not going to be wanting to fight with it.
Yeah, you get a shot. Plasma's what you really want.
Yep.
Somewhere. Let's see if we're going to semi-high five here. We are not really, but it is going to give us all that gravity access to those formerly bad portals on the other side, which might be what Fringo's going to do. Maybe.
For Count's sake, we really want this other portal to be wherever Count's going. We'd like to see a high five here, at least get back to the items that Fringo already has.
Yeah, and yeah, I realize you want to check.
Although he's not getting speed, I think the chance of Count getting speed is pretty low. He may not see speed.
I think ideally you want to jump up and down there instead of waiting for him to come up. It takes you a little longer. I mean, I guess it's not like we're filling 6 tanks here, but
Count finally decided not to switch to supers and gets the glitch on the first try.
yeah, so that's going to be Turian, so good for Fringo to actually check that. Now we know where to go when we're done here.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty bad for Count, because he cannot get to... Where's this going to take him?
I have been... well,
Red Bren, that's not bad. So what Count needs is for, like, Varia to be here or something. Something. Anything to get back in this. That's not what we're looking for. Let's see if Count gets Phaser first, or if he chooses to check the portal first. Okay.
yeah, sometimes I go for this measure before checking either of those doors, because I get badly tempted with a portal I can actually do.
Yeah, I mean, I usually at least check the first, but it's somewhat common to save that tube check for last, so that you can just follow it if you like where it goes. Count, I'm sure, is hoping that that's green Brin on the other side of that tube. It's not going to be. Oh, right, Fringo came from here. That's okay. Yeah, he's just made his way back from green Brin. So Fringo might be heading to red Brin as well, actually. He could be doing this ice check. Okay, he's going to do ice and maybe wave as well, since that's the only item he hasn't gotten in Upper Norfair.
You certainly have the tanks for it now. Might be slightly wishing now that all that trying for speed didn't happen. I mean, now Waterway could have been really cool. It just wasn't.
Count's found his way back. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh my gosh. And there's Varia. This is ridiculous. So Count Fringo does that crazy 2-tank out of logic Dortfair reserve play. It takes him like 5 tries to do it. And he gets rewarded with bolt suits on the side of Business Center and Green Brin and all the tanks he could want. Max rewarded for that play. Wow. Getting his Turian knowledge. I mean, the only thing he doesn't have is that Turian, I have to go back to it. But it's, you go through mode. It's not too bad. All the boss areas are right next to each other. He does still need to find Kraid, though. We're looking for Kraid portal. Interesting going back through here. I guess this kind of makes sense. You were already... Yeah, okay, because he's got to go to the... He wants to go to the Croc portal. Okay.
Count had a word or two via arm pump for this portal, but it looks like Might just want to try this. I actually don't remember myself how well this works.
Well, Count's out of portals that you would want to take. Like he's seen every portal in Red Britain now, so I kind of get why he wants to follow this.
Yeah, I haven't done this in forever, and I couldn't remember if the second down grab was enough because he was doing it and it wasn't working, but got it eventually. So yeah, Fringo's here with him through a portal. He can actually do it with the gravity suit, and get to see what's here a few times.
Oh, and Fringo does find
Craydish. Or not Ridley.
Is this where Count's headed?
It's headed to Mama Turtle at the moment. But
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Fringo was like, "Oh yeah, I can do all this," because we know the one we can't do is
Does have 40 supers, so we'll be able to handle Ridley as well. Charge by itself is not really going to get that Ridley fight done. Oh, but we already know Ridley's not here anyway. Ridley,
Yeah.
I think both runners saw that in
I saw Fringo staring at the miner on the way, like to get to the save, but they're like, eh.
Count can't even catch a break with the E-Tank here. Has to settle for X-Ray and probably going to be killed on the way out.
Yeah, I took a
This
hit.
is this is not easy at all.
I took a hit.
The last time I did this, I took like 3 tanks of damage. Can you kill these guys with... Yeah, see, these guys don't die with supers. Oh my... Count dodging the hitbox there. You gotta like stand on the same platform as this dumb pirate and hope he doesn't turn around.
This one is less fun.
But these pirates... Yeah, it's hard. That happened to me the last time I did this, except where I had like six tanks, so it was fine. But where did Count save? Okay, he did save at the top here.
Yeah, may just choose to head for the Kraid portal here as well.
Count can't even get a break with these bosses. I mean, he's gonna find Kraid. You think, well, at least he could do the boss because he could do 2 out of 3 bosses. Nope, it's the one he can't do.
Yep.
He has no way of escaping the Dragon fight. Won't even be able to do this boss. So it's just...
Speaking of ways to get out, I guess that grapple beam right there.
Unreal how beneficial that speed was.
Can you get out there with just grapple? Since Dragon had it, or do you need Springbolt too?
I'm trying to figure out what Count is supposed to do.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
He can't logically get to... I don't know why Count wants this missile that bad. Just leave it behind.
Well, I thought for a while after Fringo did it, it was go to Green Britain and get your tanks, but I guess that was out of logic too, to get to the portals for that. So
It's crazy that your only answer as Count is to go to mode. I think that is the play, but like that's also not the thing you want to do. You don't even have an easy way over moat. You got to do the HP. You got to do the bomb jump, or you got to do the TWJ, and you get to turn high jump off of that. It's awful. But everything is that way, right? I mean, speed's out of logic, and both suits are over by in Business Center. And the only way to get to those are top of the Business Center portals are top of Green Britain and top of West Meridia. Three tanks. Let's go get speed. I'm not getting speed with 3 tanks. I'm not going back to North Fair Reserve. You could get the reserve tank. With 3 tanks, you could make it speed check. That's also sad. Like, all of these options are sad. Going to moat is sad. Doing that check is sad. North Fair Reserve is sad. It's all bad. Oh my gosh. Well, at least for Count's sake, I think Fringo is going to start making quick work of the seed. The only thing Fringo's really missing here is some sort of beam.
Yeah.
40 supers, he's starting to get close to go mode ammo, which would be good because then, although if he can't do speed zeb skip, then he's going to want something to go with that beam. We're basically a plasma beam away from this just being a walkover for Fringo.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I don't think Fringo checked Mama Turtle, and if so, that would be we don't care because there's so many chances on the way to come up with what you just said we needed. So.
I think Mama Turtle was just X-ray, so that wouldn't even help Fringo that much. Has already beaten Dragon. Fringo has 3 extra supers, plus some power bombs, plus technically could use his charge beam deliberately. It'd be pretty slow. 10 charge beam shots will be the equivalent of 1 super here, so you not want to miss more than a couple supers. This fight's looking pretty clear now. Yeah, Count and consult the map here, trying to figure out what we should do. I don't even think X-ray's in logic with this. But he might be thinking about X-ray.
Oh, the X-ray location, yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it would not be fun to get over there right now. Is he going to head back to Criteria? If he goes to Moat, that's where he needs to go. Oh, this is an interesting save location. I think if you were thinking ahead, maybe you'd save at the Red Tower instead, or maybe just live with the fact that you have a save that's already kind of close. But he wants to save here, I think, and go to Moat. I think, unless he's going back for Hell Runs. Proc exit is here. There is another portal. Okay, this is oh yeah, we were all worried about the tube for nothing. I kind of forgot the runners have high jumps, so the tube check is no problem to do a second time. You don't really have to worry about using the grav jump method.
Well, I was on here with Glove and told me that you can just jump through the tube, and I figured out how on the fly. I don't think you even need high jump for it, do you? Just if you jump from the left-hand door, but yeah, it doesn't matter.
Still no beam for Fringo, but that screw attack is pretty nice for Lower Norfair. I know we have a lot of tanks right now, but this enemy still damage adds up. Yeah, we do know where the back of Upper Norfair is, or Lower Norfair is, so we're never going to have to do Amphitheater, I don't think. Okay, Count is headed the right direction. Fortunately for him, because there's other ways he could go that are definitely not going to work out. But unfortunately, he's just way too far behind. Barring some sort of unforeseen circumstance, Fringo probably figures they're ahead. I mean, you will kind of always feel like you're behind when you're racing, but Fringo probably knows that Count did not get that speed booster and probably doesn't have the suits yet. Well, he might be expecting Count to get up there now. That still puts Fringo 2 bosses ahead. Yep, so Fringo 2 bosses ahead and both back. There's back of Lower Norfair and back of East Meridia on the horizon here. Okay, and it's going to go back to back for Lower Norfair first. I'm not sure if it makes a big difference either way. Maybe you find something that helps you with Batoon. And it makes sense to do this first. It's probably doesn't matter. I suppose if the front of East Meridia is a good portal, maybe you can take that to leave after your last boss. Meanwhile, Count is one trick away from breaking open the seed. Doesn't even need the speed booster yet. Would need it eventually to get to Batoon potentially. I didn't see, was that just an E-tank of fire, please? I don't think Fringo picked it up, so I'm assuming still no beams. Even one beam would help.
I'd say anything that isn't an E-tank and isn't a major we've seen from somebody would be something that Fringo would pick up if you make the trip, so yeah.
An Ice Beam would give you both a Zeb Skip and a little bit more damage. Alright, and Count does get the CWJ, and it's finally basically free. He's going to get 4 E-tanks here. Actually, no, he's going to get 3. He can't do Waterway. 3 E-tanks, plus a charge beam. And then he's going to be heading to Upper North Fair Business Center because there's going to be nothing else to do, and he's going to find his suits. And with 6 tanks, he will definitely do both of those checks. He's got to find Turian first here. Everything Count needs to complete the seed, just about 20 minutes behind where Fringo is. Well, I hope that the break between seeds is enough to kind of cleanse this one out. Like sometimes you play a long seed like this, it can be kind of rough to do another one. But you got to figure the next one's going to be better than this one, and maybe everything that Count needs to happen will be in the second seed. It just saves it all for the second one, because this was absolutely not what Count needed. No route divergence available unless you want to count that the upper North Reserve play that Fringo made as route divergence, I suppose. But like the runners basically had to do everything, and those situations do tend to favor the runner with better movement. You're doing the same thing, so that movement advantage just grows. And you throw on top of that typical bell run. But both runners are getting through the seed, so at least you have the knowledge that, hey, I could have completed the seed.
Well, to speak to something you said, I think, maybe we'll see how Count feels, but like us last night, if I'm going to have a big old stinker, I'd like to have it first so I can just, it's like you say, the next one, how bad could it be? Now you ask yourself that, and sometimes you get an answer you don't want, but I mean, this one was one of the all-times, basically.
Yeah. Fringo almost pulling off the 3-round there. Must have. It actually looked like a good 3-round to me, but it must have been one.
It'll be one shot. It's always one. It's never 2. See?
Yep, there it goes.
Never 2. I'd really like to know why that is. All these fan tunes I've done, it's always 1.
I don't remember how many ammo checks Fringo did on the way in. We'll see if he does a few on the way out. The ammo situation's still looking rough, especially if he can't do a speed step skip. He does have so many tanks, though, that he can almost afford to do a charge-only Mother Brain fight for like the last 100 shots or something. It'd be slow, but with this much leeway, it'd be doable. But if he can't do Zeb Skip, then he's almost there in ammo. He's probably like 1 or 2 supers short. Super backs.
It occurs to me we haven't seen any East Meridian. Am I right? Should almost be. We haven't seen any East Meridian at all. I mean, we're
we have.
We did.
It's
Okay.
where Gringo's headed.
Oh,
We've seen the back
saw
of
this.
already, yeah. So right out this door, and the next door over here is going to be our back of East Meridia. We've not seen the front of East Meridia, and I'm curious if Ringo will bother to check it. Because Moat is G4. Moat is close to G4, so there's almost no reason to check it.
Well, we haven't seen Croc. I'm trying to figure out where that could end up, but we're not going to either. So
yeah, we're not going to get to complete knowledge because we've got a Croc portal, we've got front of Lower Norfair, front of East Meridia, and we've also got that far right Upper Norfair portal that nobody's seen. Actually, Count may get there. There's a decent chance that Count heads to that portal. Not guaranteed, but I guess he might dip back into West Meridia. I'm not sure what he'll do. Yeah, he probably goes back to West Meridia now. Maybe have some more.
yeah, the redfish spot, that one too.
He can go do the Kraid boss, and then because once Count gets those suits, he has everything he needs to complete the seed, except for a Bachwun item. But sometimes you just kind of bank on running into a Bachwun item before you get there.
Well, I know I do that, and then I don't find one. So. Crystal flashing here, yeah, you get your 1 shot per save, and
Count could always do more of Wreck Ship. Potentially find it there. Doesn't have to be speed. Well, actually, it might have to be speed. Maybe Ice is behind Bachwun. And then I don't know if Count's proficient in the TF bombs. Almost there, Count. Yeah, with this much health, I expect Count will do the ice check first. Ringo, very close in ammo. If he can do Zeb Skip, needs 1 more super to be comfortable. But it has charge as a backup, so it doesn't even really need 1 more super.
yeah, this is within refill range, if nothing else, plus that pea shooter. Even though, yeah, I don't like relying on that, not because of time, but because I'll get killed before I can do anything significant with it.
Yeah, and I mean, normally I'd feel that way, but with 7 tanks, I think you can, like, even if you could take a red beam hit, but you can take a couple other hits.
Yeah.
You can also save your supers until you're down to just the red beam. Space jump's nice. It would have been nice to have that sooner.
Yeah, I've been trying to learn. That's what I meant, me. I've been trying to learn. It's like you want to try and keep, I don't know, 12 supers or something like that. I don't know exactly
15.
when the, is it 15? When the,
Yeah, keep 15 for the red beam phase. And then you got to be counting to know when the red beam phase is going to start. But I guess you have 7 tanks again, so maybe you're not worried about that. Ooh, nice. Full halfie from Fringo. Space Jump doesn't make it that much easier. That's still a pretty tight trick there. I don't see those in randos very often. You don't usually have everything. You don't always have everything you need. Meanwhile, Count can now complete the seat just about. Ringo has just completed all the bosses. do you think? Is this going to be Plasma here? Finish this out? Oh, just any tank. I actually thought that would be... Maybe Fringo will get the crate... Or no, we've already done Pantry. We're in East Meridia.
Yeah, there's enough unique items. I would have expected to see one of them. I don't know which, but not an E-Tank. Oh well. There's actually more uniques than E-Tanks left at this point.
Oh, there's another super. Okay. 65-55 is enough if you can do speed zap skip. If you can't, well, this is an interesting thought. Like, would it actually be faster to kill the Zebs than it would be to do, like... It's probably not. You probably just do the charge shots. At 60 damage apiece, it's slow, but... Each super is 5 charge shots. It's not that terrible.
Yeah, like I said, I'm the handicapper of all time, so I'm thinking refill, and at which point you can get down there with your now 55, and you'll have 20 or 30 supers left, I guess, by the time you get done with phase 1, and sure, but that would be pretty close, yeah.
Well, I don't think we're going to get that complete map now. Count did not head back to further up in our fair, which makes sense. You know this crate location's here. You want to get it out of the way before you start trying to tackle the other boss locations. Ringo just needs to complete this exit out the back. He has space jump for an easy cross traversal over moat, and then it's to Green Bryn where terrain is. I don't think Fringo... I'm not sure if Fringo skipped any missile packs. I mean, he didn't go, like, doing super out-of-the-way ones, but I don't remember seeing him just, like, saying no to missile packs as he went, and that decision's paying off for him right now, where he does not have to worry about the fact that his charge beam is practically useless. He skipped one. Oh, one.
I thought there was one. I can't remember which one.
I don't even remember.
Bubble Mountain, but it was spent long enough there. Maybe
if that's the one he skipped to, that one's like kind of out of the way. I would actually consider that one an out of the way one, even though it's in the room. It's so annoying to get to it.
That's why it was my first thought. I have no idea.
No, it might be.
Second. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that now. Yeah.
Well, that one was on the way. You could have picked that one up.
So I got just a random question while we're here, if you don't mind. Whenever they're placing majors and we have these extra items here in Dash, we have just the one in this tournament, but what do they replace for those?
I've heard it replaces a reserve tank, so there is a double jump item. Yeah, we haven't seen that yet. It's a worse version of space jump, so yeah, it won't help. Well, it wouldn't help Fringo. I guess it would still count at this point. But yeah, it's three reserves instead of 4.
I guess that makes the most sense, but if you have those other items turned on, I don't know. I know nobody likes reserves, but sometimes there's a use case for them.
Reserves can be pretty useful for fighting Ridley without Varia. I think having that reserve it gives you more leeway at the end of the fight if you've got one reserve that pops while you're being grabbed by Ridley. Or right after. But yeah, otherwise they aren't terribly useful.
So yeah, four beams, a spring ball, a double jump, all unaccounted for here.
See, it's been a little stingy on power bombs, but 3 is all we need. 3 packs, and we're going to go making work of those Metroids. Looks like he even picked up a few power bomb drops along the way, but did not need them. Does have everything you would need for baby steps. We might see that. Although, except for the beam, you'd like to have wave beam for this.
Try it.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a little tough. I respect the effort, though. Oh,
if I could keep the left-right rhythm down, yeah.
Nicely done. Not easy without any beams there.
It's keeping the left-right rhythm down, which I can't do even twice. But for that extra time you have to spend without the wave beam, I know I would lose it pretty quick.
Probably saved about 5 seconds over getting grabbed, but you know what? It was good swag for sure.
Let's see if we can get this in the one here. Nope. Try it again. Okay.
Yeah, if it's something you can do, you keep trying it. Unless you're completely out of practice or something, or it's a really finicky trick for you, then maybe you don't. But this is worth so much ammo savings. It's absolutely worth going for if it's something you are semi-proficient at. And he's getting the blue, so he's going to keep going for it. It feels good to see that blue. You know you're close.
For me, especially, that's the hard part, is the tap pattern.
There you go. 4 tried. Very nice.
So storing it after that, yeah, it's pretty okay.
It's not an easy trick, and it is good to see Fringo, whatever adjustment he needed to make, managed to do it at the end of this seed. He's taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah, I'm looking at that well.
So it's funny if you're used to having Ice Beam for Mother Brain, it's funny how much damage those Rinkins do. Like they're just constantly spawning. And I remember when I was trying to complete a low percent speed run, I was like, wow, I was losing like multiple attempts just to the Rinkins. It's just like having to reload my save all the time because of that.
It's the most annoying donuts in the galaxy.
Interesting saving the missiles for the end. I don't usually see that. I usually see the missiles go first, then the missiles. But maybe it's because of these jump over the beams. Maybe he's worried you might spray a missile wide into doing this, and wasting a missile is not a big deal.
That's a fair thought, yeah. Might be used to doing it this way and didn't want to change things up.
Well, he made us a little nervous there at the end because I do not know where his last save was, but I don't even know if he took any damage from Mother Brain that he didn't want to take, so... Well, Count still has no ice or speed. I wonder if we're gonna get to see. Are we gonna see a suitless? Or not suitless? Are we gonna see a CF with the bombs? Question mark?
We might at least see.
Oh yeah, well we see the portal.
Yeah, that's what I think we're talking about.
We might get to see Croc. I wonder if Count will do Croc if he sees Croc. Does already have both seats though. Oh, Count, don't do all this farming now. We gotta see what that portal is. I wanna know. I gotta fill out my bingo card here. Ooh, I don't know. Count's going down to the check this.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd see this first.
Yeah, it makes sense to do this first. And if it's ice, we're probably not seeing what that portal is. Count's got to hurry if we're going to see it too. Not like the power bomb as you're coming down. I really like to lay the power bomb there right away so you know what the item is.
Right.
Count, just see what it is. Suppose there's a chance to Count. Well, Count might be looking for the doubt down at this point. An hour 10 in. Long Steed, you're nowhere close to being done. Does Count has one boss down, I think? Dragon, right?
Dragon, wherever it was, yeah. It's just... This feels like it does for a lot of the ones I do where I know what the average finish time is and you're 48, 49, 50 and you got like nothing.
You never know, like, I mean... Our second race was like what, an hour 20 something? Like,
yeah, I'm learning that it seems to go pretty quick once you find the stuff, quote unquote, you know. But like here, but that will do it for Fringo Fox. GG's in. Time of 1:10:32.
GG. Count stops just short of completing our map.
So on a quick inventory, we are ready to start the second with, again, a 5-minute delay. That'll give us about that long, maybe 6, to do whatever we want to do here. So chat whenever you
Yep, it's not a best of 3. This is double round robin, so it's just 2 races. So with this outcome, I believe this officially clinches Glove into the bracket stage. If Fringo wins the next race, Fringo is also moving on, eliminating Count and Sound Monster. I think Sound Monster might already be eliminated. So Count needs to get this just to have a chance to stay in it. I'm not going to be able to stick around for the second race. I think, Scoopilla, you're doing comps for the second race?
Yeah, we'll give it my best here, and thanks for letting me come on in for this one. And if I didn't say it yesterday for the race yesterday too, I should have if I didn't, but yeah.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on here as well. It's going to be too late for me. It's already kind of late as it is.
I played at 4 a.m. the other day, so it's like I kind of do this sort of thing for some reason. So yeah, thanks again, and we will see you back here. I think Fringo's going to take a little break. So add a few minutes to that, chat. We'll see you in somewhere between